is important to remember that when Pakistan and India were divided and Pakistan became a new country, it was on the principle that it was going to be a Muslim majority nation. The makers of India and the leaders of India chose not to be seen as a Hindu nation, but as a secular nation. On the principle of that, they always would argue that how we look at the Muslim population in India is an unassailable part of India. What happens, and therefore, when it so happened that India, of course, had not been united even under the British, there were more than 3,000 kingdoms that were British protectorate, but that were not part of the Union, even of the British territory. So India had never been a nation as we know it today. Then Kashmir king, who is a Hindu king, chooses to be not part of India or Pakistan, to be an independent nation. And then Pakistan attacks. At that point, Hindu king asks India's support. India then actually says, okay, you then become part of us, but we would give you this special permission, hence the Article 370. The special ideas were that they could have their own flag, that India would protect them in the foreign affairs and military invasions, but that it could be a semi-independent state, however, be part of India. And it would be temporary until all of these were resolved. And there is actually some argument between some of the leaders of India, Nehru versus Patel. Patel is a home minister, where Patel actually says, right from the get-go, let us make it part of India, as we have done with all the other kingdoms, because it is too complicated otherwise. And Nehru agrees to this special dispensation, at least for a little bit. The reason why Kashmir becomes important to India is because it is the very idea of India, that it is not defined by religion. It is defined by multiplicity of religion. The reason why it's important to Kashmir and to Pakistan is that it is the only Muslim majority state in India, and adjacent to Pakistan. So they're saying, with the Muslim majority, it should have been part of us. It just so happened that it had a Hindu ruler. Now, mind you, Kashmir is an ancient valley. At the Asian Society, when I was the president, we did a wonderful exhibition to look at the heritage of Kashmir. It goes all the way back from Buddhist tradition, Hindu tradition, an intellectual center of the subcontinent,